All right, thanks guys for joining tonight. So we were supposed to have a guest speaker, but her grandma's in the hospital. So obviously I said, no, don't worry about it. We can handle it. So hopefully we can get her on, Amanda, on another time. So I'm just gonna kind of go through the housekeeping stuff, and then I have some things I wanna share with you guys tonight, and then we'll probably have time to just open up the line and have you guys talk if you have any questions, especially any of the new coaches on, or if you guys want to just share some of your successes for the week, that would be great. So, of course, I'm still running the first Coach to Hit Success Club for the month. In August, we'll win a prize, and we're down to what, August 26th. So there's totally a lot of time left. What I like to do at the end of the month, obviously, I love doing my webinars, which I'll talk about in the next slide. But I really think that's a great way to get in those last Success Club points, especially people that you don't even know might be interested. It's great to just invite those people that you would want on your team for it. So we had a couple rank advancements this week. We had Charlotte, Abigail, and Chelsea, I think was 2 weeks ago, but I just didn't want to make sure I didn't miss you on last week's call. So congrats, girls. Y'all hit Emerald, which is the first little step to this business, get you earning those team bonus cycles, which is awesome. So congratulations. And we have Becky. I don't know if you guys saw it, but she posted in the team page. She actually got picked to share her transformation story. So if you're a new coach, you want to make sure that everybody that you work with, and even yourself, that you're taking those before pictures, because you can send them off to Beachbody. They do those weekly prizes. Money, I think, is like $500. Then monthly is $1,000. Like the grand prize, of course, I think is $250. But anyway, so Becky sent in her before and after pictures, and corporate reached out to her and wanted to know more of her story, and hopefully she'll be featured on one of the testimonials for the 21-day fix. So awesome job. We still have the August promotions going on. Size Challenge Pack is at 140. It will be returning to 160 in September. Same thing with the 3-day refresh. The Challenge Pack with Shakeology is 140. In September, it will go back to 160. And we still have that free shipping on the Beachbody Performance line. If you haven't tried it yet, you know, we have to be a product of the product. And I think it's a great opportunity right now to get it for free shipping. Why not? For you to try it, because you never know when you might have somebody that you're working with that needs, you know, a little bit of a boost with their workout. Or I know one of the coaches in our team page, you know, she needs a little bit more energy, more than coffee is giving her. So it's good to have that background and that knowledge of, oh, I use it and this is what it's done for me. So it's a great time to still get that free shipping on any of those performance lines. And then more housekeeping, make sure to look at the team calendar at the top of the page. It's pinned. So if you're on a cell phone, you have to click view pin post. If you're on a computer, it's going to be the first post on our team page. Jessica is going to update the team calendar for September coming up, so that will be showing up shortly. Reminder, we still have a Team Bearcat 90 Days to Diamond training that's on the phone every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Central Time. Here's the phone number, pin, you know, write it down, take a snapshot of it. But this is Bob Lucido's call, so my upline's upline. He is one of the Beachbody millionaires, and he does an amazing job on these calls. And he's run this training for probably about 3-4 years, and he's always kind of adding more to it, but it's really invaluable. You can, you know, I always post the recordings in our team page in the file section. You can't make it out Monday nights, but it's just great to just, you know, I listen to it still in the car. I'll just, you know, listen to the recording. Also, you know, if you guys need one-on-one calls with me, with Jessica, with Courtney, all you really have to do is ask us. You know, don't feel like we're too big for you guys to like reach out to us. No, like that's kind of the whole point of this. Like, we're here for you guys to ask questions, to reach out to us. You know, this isn't a one-way street. It's, you know, the team page, all of this, even the team calls. If you have a topic that you want to speak about, shoot me a message and say, hey, I want to talk about this topic on the team calls. Go for it. This is our team. This isn't my team. We are building this together. So team page, if you have some question, it's not, no question is too stupid, because I've asked them all when I first started. And I'm sure every one of you that are new have a million questions. So, look in the team page, search in the team page, there's like a little magnifying glass that you can look for, like for hot topics like pregnancy or nursing, or is there gluten in Shakeology, or I don't know, things that you might think other people have asked. It's probably already been asked. So look in that search. You can also look in that FAQ section in the Coach Online Office. You scroll all the way down to your Coach Online Office, you'll see FAQ. Click on that and you can ask any questions in there. And of course, Google, that is like the best thing ever invented. You can find absolutely anything on there and on YouTube. All the top coaches put all their videos on YouTube. So if you really want a lot of clarification, go right there. But of course, if you want that one-on-one time with us, like you really want to build this business fast, you want to be a runner, shoot us messages and we'll schedule that one-on-one call with you. Make sure you have October 17th in your calendar. I know I'm reminding you guys every single week, but make sure you have that written down. That way when Super Saturday comes, which is October 17th, Super Saturday is our quarterly Beachbody event. There's different locations all across the nation. So if you go to your Coach Online Office, click on events, then you click on Super Saturday, and you can search by your zip code. As we get closer to October, more locations are going to pop up. So if you look now and you don't see anything near you, it's okay. Wait until mid-September. You'll probably see a lot of events starting to pop up near you. But have that marked off in your calendar that you're going to be busy. The Pod Squad. So I mentioned this last week too. Jennifer Strike has made a group for us called the Pod Squad, where we are listening to different personal developments, podcasts, on our phone every single day. And in the group, we just kind of talk about what we learned, like our aha moments. And it's really great because this week we're learning from two new people, and I'll tell you guys, and people I've never listened to before. The first one is called Love Your Leap, LEAP, John Lee Dumas and Tim Page. They're more on like entrepreneur, but it's really excellent. I really like that one. And then I haven't listened to the Happy Hour Effect. I'm going to be listening to that one tomorrow, and that's by Kristen Brown. We have Love Your Leap and Happy Hour Effect are good podcasts to start listening to. If you want to be in on that group, all you have to do is just ask Jen, ask me, and we'll put you in on that group so you can get your personal development in. Our Coach Opportunity webinar is going to be tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern Central Time. You can invite in messages, of course, but invite the people on your challenge groups. All you have to do is just say, hey, have you guys ever wondered what I do as a Beachbody coach? My upline's running this free webinar. It's only like 30 minutes long. All you do is listen, and she talks. So if you are wondering what this is all about, this will just kind of give you information. So make sure that you invite people for this, because like I said before, it's really a great way to get in those last Success Club points for the month, and also create Success Club points in the beginning of the month. That way you're not running your tail around at the end. Also on the webinar for tomorrow, make sure you join. If you're inviting somebody and they're on, make sure you're on too. There's also like a chat section on the webinar, so you can, chat on there, obviously. Create that excitement. Like if I'm saying something and you're like, oh my God, that's so awesome. Like talk on there, because that's just gonna make the people watching it even more excited about it when they, see more people being involved in this, or more people excited besides me just talking about it. Like if you go to a party and like 2 people are there and you're kind of like twirling your hair, but if you go to a party and like 500 people are there, like that's an awesome party, because you just feel that synergy with everybody in there. So make that webinar awesome, where you guys are kind of talking it up on the chat and getting those people excited about the opportunity. Of course, this is the last week of Team Cup. You have until Monday, so the last day of the month, to get your points in for Team Cup. This would be a great time to do a call with your team, or just kind of see where everyone is, what you guys are doing at the last couple of days of the month, to get those Success Club points in, to help people. How many people are you guys helping this week? How many people are you reaching out to? How many people are you sending non-BB messages to, just saying hi, how you doing? What are you up to? Where do you go on vacation this summer? It doesn't have to be about Beachbody. That really starts to build momentum. So start that momentum now, even if it's past, the Cup month into September. You want that momentum continually going. For Coach Basics, for September, we're actually probably going to start it. We are going to start it this coming Monday, August 31st, because the Monday after that is going to be Labor Day, and I kind of don't want to start on Labor Day. So if you have any new coaches, brand new singing coaches that want to do Coach Basics, our team's private training group, I'm going to make the list up on our team page, and you can just add them. And the only requirement for Coach Basics is that they have to have a Getting Started Right call with their upline, so their Star Diamond upline or Diamond upline. So whether it's me, Alicia, Jessica, Courtney, who's ever Diamond can run one of the Getting Started Right calls. If you guys need me to, I'll probably, today's Wednesday, I might run one on Sunday morning, just in case if we have a lot of new coaches that need to get that call in before our Monday's training. So that's all I kind of had for the housekeeping information that I wanted to talk about. So we had Amanda that was going to talk about scheduling and all that fun stuff, but she's not able to make it. So I kind of just jotted down some notes on some personal development that I've been doing with reading You Are a Badass, because I think that book is freaking awesome. I was just going to pull it out and show you, but I think I left it downstairs or at my work. But if you don't have it, it's just a great motivator, because I know when I first started this, I was completely shy, didn't want to step outside of my comfort zone, was just kind of frozen with fear and about what people would think about me. And what I've learned is, don't waste your time on giving a crap about what anybody else thinks about you, because you're the only person that is living your life. Don't live your life for other people, whether it's about Beachbody or not. You're the one that's in control, and don't care what other people think about you, because at the end of the day, when you're old and gray, are you really going to care what somebody thought about you on Facebook about getting healthy and fit? No. So with You Are a Badass, one of the things she mentioned was be curious. Put yourself out there where you're being the advocate for your own self, for your own business. So ask questions. Don't be scared to, ask anybody a question, especially on the team or even top coaches. Jessica Bryson does a really great job with this. She just goes out of her way and starts messaging these top coaches and starts asking them questions. And yeah, is that a little intimidating to be messaging a top coach? Sure it is, but do they talk back? Yeah, that's great. So just put yourself out there, ask questions. This business isn't going to be handed to you. Obviously, we have a great team, we have great training, but unless you take full responsibility for your own business, you're not going to go anywhere. So as much as I can give you everything that I've learned or that we have learned, you have to take this into your own hands. Do your own research. Find top coaches that you like. Go on YouTube. Find videos, that you get inspired by. Search on podcasts for things that you need help with, So in the beginning, my struggle was just getting out of my comfort zone, getting out of being so shy. That might not be for all of you. Some of you are very outgoing, and that's great, but you need to work on other things. So find those things that you need help with. success is going to leave clues, so follow them. And that was one thing I learned with Tony Robbins. I actually did like a DVD series with him, and he said, people who are successful, they leave clues. They do certain things that if you look hard enough, you can follow those same exact steps and shorten the amount of time that it takes you to get where they got, because they already did it and it's already laid out for you. You just have to follow the steps and do it. Be resourceful, really just put yourself out there and take ownership for what you're doing. Constantly keep that hunger alive, that you want to be learning new things and trying new things. Because a lot of things in this business that work for other people don't work for me. For example, the coach sneak peek, where you do like a little sneak peek on what Beachbody coaching is in like a private Facebook group, that just didn't work for me. And that's fine. But it would have sucked if I went, nobody wants to do this business with me, I'm done. But no, I tried something new. I tried doing a webinar, and you know what? That works for me. So that's great. So keep on doing new things that's going to get you outside of that comfort zone. And it may work and it may not. And if it doesn't work, you look back, see what you can kind of revamp and try it again. That's all what this is about. You're going to fail. You're going to have those things that you stumble over, but it's all about learning those things along the way and not being scared to take those steps. I'm more scared of just living a life of complacency, and that's where I was. I didn't want to be stuck just living the everyday ho-hum. I wanted more. So that scared me more than what other people thought about me. So be curious and go after what you want. Be bold. There honestly is nothing to lose with this business. And I always say this too, is the worst thing that happens is you get healthy and fit. The worst thing that happens is you get full of nutrition, you meet awesome people, you have passion for something, you get energy in your life. That's the worst thing that can happen with this business. But we have absolutely amazing things that we can offer people besides just the health and fitness. Obviously, we're a health and fitness company, but we can offer hope to people. And I think that is the most powerful thing, because a lot of people nowadays just don't have hope. They don't have belief in anything. But this just kind of awakens people to just having that camaraderie again with people, and being around like-minded people and having a goal to go after again. Like, that's something that not many companies can really give to people, and that's what we can offer people. So we have to be bold in sharing these things. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I think Jen Ferreira on Saturday, Sunday, she posted a scary post about how she hired a cleaning lady from the money that she's making from Beachbody. And she didn't do it in an icky way. She was saying, with my whatever paycheck I got from Beachbody, I'm able to now hire a cleaning lady. So now I can spend more time with my family and more, time doing the things I want to do, not doing things like laundry and cleaning up after all the mess in the house. But, that takes some guts to put that out there, especially money. And I know a lot of people have that, I don't want to put that money stuff on there, but you have to be bragging about yourself, about what it's doing for you. And I always say, put your fear out there. You can say, I paid off my mortgage with my Beachbody income this week. But, I'm not saying this for you guys, to pat me on the back. Like, put your fear out there and say, like, I'm not writing this because ... I want to show people that you can achieve your dreams. You can, step outside of your comfort zone and do something that's completely new and different. You can start building a life of freedom that you want, where you can do things on the weekend and you don't have to spend all weekend doing laundry and cleaning and then going back to work on Monday and doing it all over again. So be bold and stepping outside of that comfort zone, because that's really where the magic happens, is when you are uncomfortable. I still get uncomfortable messaging people, but I do it anyways because I start making connections with people and I'm like, oh my God, like they're actually talking back to me. Even I just had a girl message me today. And I think I talked to her maybe 3 months ago, just saying, hey, how are you? How you been? I haven't talked to you since high school or whatever. And she just wanted some tips. I didn't bring up Shakeology really. She just wanted some tips on how she can get like a flatter stomach. And I asked her, what's your health and nutrition like? What are you doing workout-wise? I just kept asking her questions. Do you feel an energy spike during the day, or do you crash? Do you have a lot of dairy? And I just gave her some tips. And then at the end, she said, I really wish I could afford Shakeology. And then I brought it up like, hey, like we do have like a referral program. Like if you get 3 people to join you, you can get your product paid for free. Or if you just have one person, you can get some of it paid for. And she goes, oh, what is that all about? So I didn't just bring it up to her. I just had a conversation and I was getting to know her and getting to learn what she needed first. And then if she had a question about it, sure, of course I'm going to answer if she had a question about Shakeology, but be bold, get out there, because when you get uncomfortable, that's when things really start to happen. The third thing from You're a Badass is be unapologetically you. Don't be somebody else you're not. And I think a lot of times when you're a new coach, you're not really sure what to be doing or what kind of voice to have, and you're kind of looking for something. When I first started, I found a coach that, I was like, oh, she's getting a lot of action, let me and I literally copied every single thing that she said, didn't even change anything. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so not me. I would never say any of that. And I think people kind of saw that. They caught on that wasn't me. If you need help with writing posts, yes, sure, go to coaches, top coaches page and see how they word it, see how they format it, and change it, make it your own. Insert your own story into that post, but be your own person. Share your own story. People don't want to hear about somebody else. They want to hear about you. That's why they look at your page, because they want to look at you. They want to hear about you. People want to believe in what you're doing. They want to see your success. And we're not perfect, and nor will we. No Beachbody coach, Lindsay that way, she's not perfect. And you can even post about, your struggles with health and nutrition. Just because you're a Beachbody coach doesn't mean you're invincible, doesn't mean you have rock hard abs. No, we all, I think, are Beachbody coaches because we just want to better ourselves. Not that we're perfect with health and nutrition, but that we are just a continual work in progress. And when people see those kind of things on Facebook, they feel like they can reach out to you more because you're not that person that is so way up here and they're all the way down here and they're too scared to talk to you. I've shared my struggles with my stomach issues and things like that. My bone broth video I did last week has nothing to do with Beachbody, but I'm just sharing my struggles with people because I'm sure a lot of people found that helpful, and they did. So put yourself out there. Just be you, no matter how ugly it is. Obviously, we always want to be positive and put a positive spin on things and look on the brighter side. So while you're struggling with your health and nutrition, share one thing that did work for you this week. So always give some tip that you can help people with their struggles too. So use that to really inspire people, and you'll start to succeed. You'll start to build that brand, and that's what you want to do. You want to build that brand that people go, that's Rose. Just by scrolling through Facebook and seeing a post or a picture, oh, I can totally tell, obviously, because that's my face. Be you. Post selfies. I know it's freaking weird if you've never done it before to be taking selfies of you, but people just want to see you. They don't want to see Shanti. They don't want to see Autumn. They don't want to see some Beachbody ickiness on Facebook. They don't want to see your website on Facebook. you send them the website after you've talked to them and after you've gone through the whole 5-step invitation process. You don't want to be spamming people on Facebook. Just be you. Share your life, and people will really start to see you for who you are and be comfortable with reaching out to you. So that's what I had for tonight, really quick. I do kind of want to open up the line and just ask you guys to kind of share, if you don't mind, like a positive thing that happened to you for this week, whether it is Beachbody related or not. I know we can all use a little positivity in our lives every now and then. So if anybody wants to go first, or even if you guys have any questions or comments on tonight's call, just unmute yourselves.
Hey, Rose.
You're up.
So I wanted to share something positive that actually happened tonight. It was pretty cool. I had a message in my Facebook emails it was in my other folder, and I checked it, and it was this girl who actually you're friends with. She's a mutual friend of ours. But long story short, it ended up that somehow this girl and I are related. We're like, I don't know the lineage exactly, but it ended up that we're related. Her mom was like, has the same last name as my mom, and they're like cousins or something. So it was pretty cool that, Beachbody to me doesn't just connect me with people. It's now connected me with family that I didn't even know I had. So that was really cool.
Awesome. Who was it?
Wait, let me look up her name. Hold on. That's terrible. Oh my gosh, where is it? Give me just 1 second. Her name is Vanessa Nenoy.
Linoy?
Nenoy, Nanoy.
Oh, okay. I have to.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar. I have to look her up on Facebook again.
So I just wanted to share that was positive and pretty cool.
Yeah, you're always making a new friend. It's nice when you have new friends.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Thanks. Anyone else? Comments?
I've got one.
All right.
I sent a text message again to another free lead that I have, and they messaged me back, so that's really good. I'm excited about that. I get so tickled when they message me back, because a lot of times they don't. So when they do, it's like Christmas morning or something.
And how do you reach out to your free leads?
I'm seeing that I get more of a response when I actually send the text rather than email first.
Okay, sorry, it broke up. So you send text rather than email?
Yeah, I get a response when I send a text first instead of an email.
Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I get way more responses with text messages. And I pretty much just copy and paste the same thing, and I just change their name. Sometimes I forget. I'm like, oops, I called you John and you're Lisa. I also have automatic CEO, which is like an automated email responder. So I put them, like if they get Shakeology on Home Direct, I just kind of put them in the autoresponder for Home Direct Shakeology. And like every 3 days, I get like a new email, and it just automatically does it. That way I don't have to spend that much time doing it. I wouldn't suggest if you're a new coach to even think about this right now. But once you kind of become a veteran coach, I would say like a year on out, I think I have over 500 free leads, which is insane. And I can't keep track of all of them. So that's why the automatic CEO, whatever, really helps me. And I can even just send like a one-touch email. So this week I'm going to be sending one about size that they only have a couple days left if they want to get size on sale. And I even share like a little bit about my summit, and I can share like not personal photos, but photos like with me and Tony Horn at summit. So that's just a little food for thought. But thanks, Nicole. That's great.
Oh, hey, and non-Beachbody related, I'm getting baptized Sunday. Isn't that good?
Oh, cool. Awesome, girl.
So that's something else good. All right, that's all.
Sunday? That's Sunday? Cool. Congrats.
Yeah.
Fun.
I have one.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hi. Today actually, so there's this girl who I used to talk to in high school, and when I first became a coach in June, she was one of the first girls who I talked to, and she wasn't interested. But she messaged me today and actually, like, just out of the blue and was like, yeah, I think I'm ready to do a challenge group. So we're just kind of having a conversation about it now. So.
Cool. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
How long, so when she first messaged you to now, how long of a time period was that?
That was this morning at, like, what do you mean? Like, what time did she?
No, like the first message
Oh,
you ever sent.
I want to say I became a coach towards like June 20th or 25th, and it was before July that I talked to her, so somewhere like in the first week.
All right, cool. So it's been like a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
So I always say, don't ever disregard somebody. A no is never a no. It's just a no, not right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always probably a yes later on. And I always have people, even like 2 years, that just, I've talked to them 2 years ago and they finally said yes. So it's really about just being consistent because, what happens if you gave up in July? Who is she went to? You had nobody to go to. But no, that's awesome. Great job.
Thanks.
Anybody else? All right, guys. Thanks for joining tonight. I'll put the recording up for any of your other coaches that missed tonight's call. Thanks. Take care.